So how I will save this? As you all know, every program must be having same name with the class name. So this is program 13.java, right? So I have saved this, right? Now I want to use any statement in the main part, but today I am going to explain about the while loop. While loop in Java, there is a while loop, for loop, do while loop, and for loop having in two way. One is in a sequence, another in a each for each. Okay, so these all we will discuss. After that we will go for the function. So while loop is a loop, while loop is a loop which require a condition first, then body part. Okay, what is condition? Condition like say what is the purpose first, you know. If I want to print the name, your name 100 times, so instead of this I will not write this system out to println 100 times here. System dot out dot println your name, my name, like this. If I will print this name to 100 times, I will not write like this. If you will write like this the program, so it is very complex. So to overcome the same repetition, we will use while. To overcome the repetition, we will use while. So if there is a condition, I will explain the condition. Now see the syntax, modify. So let us learn how this loop will work. Let us learn how this loop will work. Now coming to the question, what type of condition we will write? So let's say I want to print 1 to 100. I want to print 1 to 100. So what is the purpose of this loop? This loop will execute 100 times. We need to execute this loop for 100 times because we want to print 1 to 100. So the initial value is 1 and the final value is 100. Now, so what will be the condition? What will be the condition? So let's say I am writing a variable a equal to 1. I am writing a variable a equal to 1. And I am writing here, if a less than equal to 100, then the loop will be continued. So conditional part I am writing here, the a less than equal to 100. So the value of a is 1. A is less than equal to 100 means a value is 1. 1 less than 100 condition true. Then I will write a plus plus. So a value is 2. A value will increase by 1, that is comes to 2. Then 2 less than 100 2. True. So in this loop, this will be continue again for 3. 3 less than 100 true. If true, then we will write a print statement which will print up to 100 times. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 times. So when a value is 101, condition false, so it comes out from the loop. This is the use of a while loop. So it is called entry controlled loop, because when we are entering to the body part, it checks the condition first. If the condition is true, then it allows to execute. Let us consider the case. Let's say instead of a, I am writing a equal to 1. While writing condition, I have written a is greater than equal to 100. So condition true or false. Now condition comes here false. If false, the body part will not execute it. So if the condition is true, then the body part will execute. Okay, comes to one more example. Let's say I want to print like 5. I want to print like 5, 10, 15, like this up to 50. So what is the condition I will write here? So initial value, every loop must have a initial value. Every loop must have initial value and final value, and there must be some increment or decrement. Some decrement. Decrement means, let's say I want to print from 50 to 5. Decrease by 5. 50, then 45, then 40. Like this I want to print. Means in this case it is a decrease. Now in this case it is increase. So depending on the situation, we have to think about the value of the conditional variable. Conditional variable. Okay. So here what I will do, I must will write while. First I will write a equal to 5 because the initial value is 5. So while a is less than equal to 50, and now I want to print this system.out.println SOP a, then a equal to a plus 5. Now see this situation. Now initial value is 5. Initial value of a is 5. Now 5 less than 50, this is a condition. Now this condition is true or false? This condition is true. If this condition true comes to the body part, in the body part it print 5. Now 5 plus 5, a value changes to 10 and continue the loop to the while condition. It does not terminate here. ए जगह से terminate होनी से कौन होचे continue हो चुका. Okay, so it move to the condition again. Now a value is comes 10. Now a value is 10. 10 less than 50 true. Now print 10. Then again plus 5, move to 15, 20, 25, 30, 50. Printed 50. When it changes to 55, then it terminates. Now see a scenario. Let us, I have removed this line. So what will be the result? Tell me. The result is infinite and it will print only 5. It will print only 5. How many times? Infinite times. Because of the condition is always true. A value is 5 and 5 less than 50 always true. It will never end. This loop will never end. So every loop must require 3 things. Every loop must require 3 things. One is initial value. Number 2 is final value. Number 3 is update expression to the condition. Update expression to the condition. If these 3 statements are known, then you can able to execute any type of loop. This is not only for a while loop. This is for while loop, for loop, and do while loop also. Okay. So first, what we need? Initial value. Next is final value. Next is update expression. Is it clear? I think, sir, you all have getting knowledge over it. Okay. So this is about the while. Now coming to the do while loop. Now coming to the scenario of do while loop. So now in do while loop there is a do first, then statement, that is the body part. Now bracket close and write while condition. Now condition. See this while loop scenario. Now coming to the while loop scenario. Now coming to the while loop scenario. So what is the difference you are observing here? The exact difference is that in the first do while loop there is a no condition, means it allowed to execute the body part first. So at last condition it check the condition at last. As you know, if the condition is true, then again it will execute for the next time. If the condition is true, then it allowed to execute for the next time. Like this it will be continued. But in a while loop, it will check the condition first. If the condition is true, then only it allowed to execute. Okay? If the condition is true, then only it allowed to execute. Otherwise, it not allow at all. Means the difference is it execute the body part, last check the condition. It check the condition first, then execute the body part. So these are the two things. This is called entry controlled loop. This is called entry controlled. This is exit control. Okay, so what is the difference? While loop is a entry controlled loop, do while loop is a exit control loop. How it is exit control loop? Because while exiting from the loop it checks. Otherwise both are same. So at least it executes once if the condition is false. In while loop it does not execute at all if the condition is false. If the condition is true, then only it allows. This is the difference between while loop and do while loop. Let us do one more programs with while loop as well as do while loop. Then we will go for loop. Okay. So now the question here, to print all even numbers present between 2 to 50. Okay, 2 to 50. Now the initial value, as you know, int a equal to 2, and according to the because this is a repetition, we want to print 2, 4, 6, 8 up to 50 times. So definitely we will go for loop, where a certain task need to be executed repeatedly. We have to go for while loop. hala को जगह while loop use hobo. Now let us, you think that I am going to read a file having so many lines, I don't know, but I want to read a file from the beginning to the last. So I will use while loop. Automatically it will read the data. Similarly, from the database I fetch 20 records. I don't know how much records, but I have to execute, I have to read all the things. Means we will use a while loop which will fetch one by one until unless it reaches to the end of the file. Okay, so this is the use of a while loop. While loop, for loop, and do while loop. Not so, means work is the same for all, but their writing and implementation little bit different. Okay, so now I am writing here condition a is less than equal to 50. Now I want to print the value. Dot out println a, right? Now I want to increase the value of variable a equal to a plus 2, because I want to print all the even numbers. So even numbers are start from 2, 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2, like this it will continue. And I have enclosed this in a block. There must be one block for while. Now compiling the program. So first it check the condition. If the condition is true, then it allow to execute the body part. So this is successfully compiled. Now we are going to execute the program. See, we are getting the result 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like this. We are getting all the numbers, right? So this is the way to execute the while. One more question. Say someone will ask, sir, why will go for 50? Why not go for n numbers? Definitely we will go for n numbers. So how will know the n value? Shall I define like this, n equal to 100, 200? No. We have to enter during program execution. So if the user want to enter value during program execution, so they must go for the scanner class. So for this I have to use java.util.scanner. Scanner S capital. It is a predefined class that is present on the util package, and now we can run this scanner class. We can create an object for scanner class. Scanner object sc equal to new scanner system dot. Okay, now we can write, we will define a variable int n, Okay, and system dot out dot println and array number and n equal to object dot next int. So now we are reading a n value, and instead of 50 I will go for here n. Now execute the program, nothing's to be changed, only I will change the value n, and where I will get n? N is from 1 to n, 2 to n. Now run this code. Enter a number. So same program I want to execute with the do while loop. Just I am cutting this, I am putting do, and at the bottom I am using do while, but should not forget to put a semicolon. In a do while loop, you should not forget to put a semicolon. There must be a semicolon in do while loop. ହେଲା do while loop रे जदि semicolon छाड़ दबो ताहले तमरो पूरा error आसे. So you should not forget to put a semicolon. Now run the same program. Yes, we are getting value. Let's I want to input a value 50. So it is coming from 2 to 50. Right? So what are the programs I am showing you? These all programs for the beginner, like a nursery and a play school peoples will do this. But the high level programming are also there. I am not explaining here right now for this high level programming. When you will come across at that time, I will definitely have it. Now one more question related to while loop, which is most important. I am going to explain. Let's say I have input a number, say 5, 6, 2, 8. Like this I have entered a number. So how many digits are there in this number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is first unit, this is 10th, this is 100, this is 1000, this is 10,000. So 25,689 and 98. I want to count the number of a digit. Say number of a digit is 5. How we will do this? To count the number of a digit. As you know, if you divide any number by 10, let's say I am using a small number, say 7, 8, 5. Okay, divide by 10. Divide by 10. So what is the result? What is the quotient? And what is the remainder? Tell me. Remainder is 5 definitely. Quotient is 75 definitely. 78. ना नहीं आम जदि 7, 8, 5 को डिवाइड करिया कौन होबो 10 रे. सो कौन करिया 10 78 जा 10 7 जा 7 8 0. सो रिमाइंडर इज 5. कौन पाई ना एनी नंबर को तुम 10 रे डिवाइड कलो माने तार फर्स्ट डिजिट आसी रिमाइंडर. दी फर्स्ट डिजिट इज रिमाइंडर बिकॉज़ 0 to 9 पर्यंत से डिविजिबल है जो 10 हेले रिमाइंडर रहला वैल्यू. So I hope that you are getting idea, otherwise I will do repeat process again. Okay, now so 78 and remainder is 5. Now do this quotient 78 find divide by 10 to find the remainder 8 and quotient is 7. Again divide this quotient 7 divided by 10, which is equivalent to remainder is 0 and remainder is 7 and quotient is 0. किमदी ना 7 को 10 रे डिवाइड कलो हला 10 0 जा 0 आ गोल करला 7. So this is the 7. So see observe here, I have taken a 3 digit number and I am getting here first digit 5. First time I am getting 5 digit. When I have divided it again second time, I am getting here 8 is the remainder. When again I am dividing it, I am getting 7. Then when it is comes to 0, we cannot divide. When it comes to 0, when we will divide it for 3 times. 7, 8, 5. For first time 8, 5, then 8, then 7. Like this we will. So this process here repeated. See, observe here, this process is repeated. This is the first time, this is again for second time, This is again for second time. This is again for third time, because there are 3 digits. It will extract 1 by 1 digit 3 times. So exactly I am going to do this while which is not 0. Find the remainder, n mod 10, n mod 10. So any number divided by 10 will find the remainder. Print the remainder. Println r. And as we are doing n equal to n by 10. Okay. Jadi ki buchhiparna pacharibe. So first time I have entered, see the output, declare a variable n. N is already declared r. Say I have given a number 4, 5, 8, 9. Okay, so I am getting here result first time 9, then 8, then 5, then 4. First time 8, 9, then 8, then 5, then 4. Like this we are getting the result. Means that how we are getting, first time we are dividing this number by 10. See this scenario. First time the number, as you have entered the number 5, 4, 5, 8, 9. So what it work? How it work? Divide by 10. First time divided by 10 means we are getting remainder 9. We are getting 9 first. Then again n equal to n by 10 means 4, 5, 8, 9 by 10 is how much? 4, 5, 8. So n kuade gala na n koti gala by 10 hobar quotient asla thi. Now I have stored in n again and passed to here. Then again the n is passed to this point. So what is the value of n here now? Now n value is 4, 5, 8. Now again remainder 4, 5, 8. 4, 5, 8. Find the remainder. Remainder is 8. The second result we are getting. Now again at this value by 10 equal to 45. This is 45. Now 45 is stored here. N value is 45. And we are getting the remainder 8. Like this way, this while loop working here. So like this, there are thousands of programs are there. I hope that you all will go through this. I will send you some questions and their outputs also. You do practice these all so that you will get master in this. For this while and do while no matter, you can change this while here and you can write do at the top. But you can ask, sir, why this while and do while again? I have given this number. So we are getting same. Right? So you can ask, sir, why this do while loop is given? Well, the importance of a do while loop is that when we want to execute a certain code first, then I want to check the condition, then it will work. For example, let's say I want to 10 numbers. I want to input 10 numbers. So what I will do? I will go for this input statement inside the loop. This input statement inside the loop. If I enter a negative number, then terminate. Otherwise, it display the same number. You enter plus n. If I enter negative number, then terminate. So what will be the condition? If n value is more than 0, then continue. If n value is more than 0, then continue. Otherwise, terminate. Okay, more than equal to 0, it terminate. Otherwise, terminate. See this scenario. So I have entered 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5. So there is no specific condition I have given to terminate. Okay, so when I will enter, so why this error? Because of this is a integer, I have given decimal value. So for this is error. Okay. 5, 6, 9, 7, So how much value you may enter, no matter. But if you will give a negative value -1, then terminate. See, this is terminate. You enter -1. So in this case, we need to enter the value first, then continue the loop. We have to enter the value first, then continue. So like this, we will come. These are completely derived from the while. These are completely derived from the C and C++. But here you will see a new one. I will show. So for initialization, then comes to condition, then update expression. See, everything is at one line. This its a syntax structure is not like a while loop or do while loop. It is different. Means everything, the initialization part, the conditional part, and update expression is at the same time. And this is the body part. This is the body part. How it works? See one example. I want to print 1 to 100. So I will write initialization a equal to 1. Then condition a is less than equal to 100. Then a plus plus. Then print body part is system out println print a. So it will work. How it work? See how it work. Now at first it initializes. The initialization part will execute only once. Like in while loop and do while loop, initialization stored at a separate place, but it is written in the same line. So you can ask why not it execute? Now according to the structure of designing this for loop एमिति भाବରେ डिजाइन करा हिची. So all these three expressions you can write in one line. Also you can write a part. Means you can write it in different position. But this is the way to write. First is initialization part. Once initialization complete, then go to condition. If this condition is true, then comes to the body part. Like in while do while. If the condition is true, like in while loop, not do while. Like in while loop, if the condition is true, then it comes to body part. After body part execution complete, there may be thousands of lines. No matter, as soon as it will complete the execution, it will go to the update expression. Then it is increase or decrease, whatever may be, according to the condition. Condition को धरिकी R value बढ़ियो नले कम. Now plus plus, it is 2. Now it is 2. Print 2. Now 3. It is 3. Print 3. Like this it will be moved up to 101. When a value 101, condition false. माने after the loop बाहरे a रो value हैला 101 हैला. जदि किए भी क्वेश्चन पचारे लूप बाहर केते थिबो वैल्यू ना कंडीशन अनुसार अकॉर्डिंग टू द कंडीशन जदि प्लस प्लस हे 1 थिबो मन कर लिखाइ थियो a = a + 2 लिखाइ थियो बोले कोन हबो a रो वैल्यू 2 2 बड़ी जाउची 102 मन कर 5 5 बड़ी जाउची 105 like this the value. And now we will separate these all three value at a different location. See, one can ask, sir, I have already declared the variable. Again, I need to be declared. So once you have declared int a equal to 10 or 1 in for loop, you no need to write the initialization once. Only you can put a semicolon to skip this initialization part. Already तुम जब initialization कर सारछो, so no need to initialize again. Just put a semicolon. So initialization is not required. And condition is must. A is less than equal to 100. It is must. Then कोई वो update part मते दरकार नहीं सर मु body part रे लिखियो. So yes, you can write SOP A and A plus. Okay. So you can write like this way. The initialization part at the top, the condition at the loop, and update part you can write at the body. Also you can write at the same line. Okay. So if you want to use multiple update expression, so you can write also. So I have declared int a equal to 1 and b equal to say 5. I have used these two variables. I have skipped the initialization part here, and I am writing condition a equal to say 50, and I can write a plus plus, a plus plus, b plus plus. Okay, so we have updated here to operator at the same time. So like this way we can use the for loop. It's a very easy way to implement. Now go for the conditional part. Now I want to implement the for loop here. Take a value from the runtime if necessary. Declaring a variable int a for a equal to 1, a is less than equal to n, because up to n, and a equal to a plus 2. I am writing the odd numbers. A. Okay, so one more close bracket for loop, because we have opened. This is closing for main, and this is closing for class. All odd numbers. Okay. So this is the simple example I have given here. I hope that you all are getting this. If not, please raise hand. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, like this it is printing up to all numbers. So related to this for loop, so simple like while, like do while, for loop also same. This for loop also start with 1 and up to move n, then plus plus, like we have used in 1. Related to this, we can write so many programs. We can check for a number is prime or not. We can check for a number is perfect number or not. I will do practice. I will show you one example here for a factorial number. Okay, how to find a factorial number. Now question is to find okay. So I have entered a number. What is factorial? Let's say I have entered 5. So 5 equal to, the factorial is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Anyone know this? This is the 5 factorial. The answer is 120. So if I will enter here 5, then there must be a factorial. So what I will do? I will declare a variable to find the multiplication value. I have taken a long k equal to 1. Why not 0? If I write 0, then everything becomes to 0. A equal to a. K equal to k into a. So k value is 1. First time a value is 1. 1 into 1. Next time a value is 2. Make it a plus plus. Next time a value is 2. So it is 1 into 2, 2. Next time a value is 3. So already it is in 2. 2 into 3, 6. Now plus plus 4. 6 into 4, 24. Like this 5, 120 you can get. But after the loop we have to print, because inside the loop it is multiplying, still multiplying, still multiplying, still multiplying. So when this up to 5, when a value comes to 5, it terminate. When a value comes to 6, it terminate, and we can get the result. Println k. Okay. So we can write a message also, factorial. Value of n is equal to that much. So little bit style रे मुटके लगी देली. So it पाई किसी भागवा नहीं. 5. The factorial value of 5 is 120. The factorial value of 5 is 120. Similarly, we can give one more value. Let's say I have given 7. The factorial value of 7 is 5040. This is the multiplication value from 1 to that number. So like this, Many more techniques are there for using for loop. I will give you some small tasks. I hope that you all will definitely practice these. Same question you will do practice first, then you will go for the other question or other task that I will give. Now coming to another model of a for loop. Say this Java provides a for loop statement which execute auto mode. Like let's say I am initializing a square bracket. This is an array concept. I will come across. You think that I have stored some value 4, 5, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2. How you can store all this value in a single variable? Array. I have already told you this array concept in a string, but there will be a specific topic or chapter we will come across. एबे पाई तमे समस्ते भाबो जे ए वेरिएबल रे आमे एते सब गुडी को वैल्यू रखिले सो केमिति ए काम करियो लेट अस एक्सप्लेन लिटिल बिट देन आई विल गो let's say I have stored this value in this array. Consider that this is an array subscripted. This comes to the 0 index 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 माने this array having 6 different room and this variable only one room. So if I am going to store all these value at different location, that is 0 index 1 index 2 index 3 index 4 index 5 index, okay, so I have stored 9 8 7 6 2 like this. I have stored so many values. I want to print all these values. I want to print all these values. So I don't know these all. So what I will write? This is the integer k colon where. This is the syntax for same data type with any variable and print AR and print AR. So what does it mean? It is printing all the values. Sorry, it print k, not AR, print k. So we are getting all the value from the array. See, this k is reading one by one data from this array ARR. What is this ARR? ARR is my array. What is k? K is a variable which read one by one data from the array. Instead of undefining its length, our length kete mu janni, but this for loop will read number of times. Let's say I have given so many other values. So I have given so many numbers without knowing its length. I don't know its length, but I want to print this all. Yes, we are getting all these values one by one. Not only it will work for integer, it will also work for the string. So if I write in string name square bracket equal to within the curly braces like Ram, Sita, Gita, Hari, Gopal, like this I am writing so many values. So for this I will not use here int, I will use here name or string. I will use here for string k. And this is not my array, this is my array name is name, and I want to print all. Yes, so we are able to get all these values right directly. Okay, so here like this any type of a value we can read from the array directly by using this for loop statement. Okay, so now here we have changed the type. Okay, changed for string I have changed, for array I have changed, for float I have to change float like this. If I will write a float or a double, if I will write a double, say mark mk square bracket equal to, so I have given some value 0.33 1 2 1 3 75, 78.99, 67.88. Like this I have given some value. For this, what I have to do? I have to change this to double. Okay, and change the array name. Okay, so also it will work to print all these values. Getting? So there is a special function. There is a special class called a generic class in Java. Generic class is such a class that can accept all type of value. Like object we have read na, object हमें पढ़ी ना. So object रे जिम्दी काम करथुला सिम्दी गुडी generic class अछि. Let us try for this object here. Will it work or not? Object k mk. Yes, it is working. Only I have to change the file name. Just I will take name. Yes. Yes, it is working for the string also. No need to change the type. Now it is for array. Integer type. Yes, it is also work for integer array. So instead of taking one by one data type, we can take object. So what is this object? Object is a predefined class that can read all type of data. Similarly, tomorrow we will learn about the generic class. Okay, let us complete one more topic, that is the method. What is method and function in Java? Okay, have a patience for a more 15 minutes, please. Public class, say program 14. Void main string args. This is the default one. You all know this. And by writing main, you are getting boring also, right? So we will do some magic here. Okay, let's see what's the magic. Let's say I am writing here. One is the system.out.println. This is main. This is main. Okay. Now I want to write one more main method in this program. Will it work? I am writing one more method. Public static void main, simple main, system out println, simple main. Okay, so will it work? Which one will execute according to your view? Please answer everyone. Both will execute, or only one will execute, or no one will execute and display error. Anyone? I have written the same name here. This is main, this is also main. This is a public static void, this is also public static. Only the difference is that only I have used string arguments and I have not used any string argument. So which one will execute? Only this one will execute. This will not execute. Error? No error. No error. Only will execute. This is main. Only to execute the main. I want to execute this main also. Call this main inside the main function. Yes. This is simple main. Both are executing now. This main is executing. This is also executing. How it is possible? Because of it is a static main. So the compiler and interpreter both will treat for this string arguments only. I am writing here string. String k. Now tell me which one will execute. String k. So I have passed here, say let's say class parameter for k. So which one will execute? Both will execute, but the main will execute main only. This is the main only. The main function execute first, then execute here else. It call the first, then come to the next. Now write one more main method. Okay. Void main. So can we write more than one? Yes, why not? We can write integer parameter, but we cannot write what we cannot write. I am telling you. Okay. Wait. Public system.out.println the value plus a. So in Java you may write 100 main or 1000 main. Only it will call for this string. Not arg is important. This is anything. But this is a array of square bracket. Array of square bracket. This is a string. We have written a string. Still it asks for this one. But if we will make it as an array, then it will display error. If we will make it as array, then it will display error, because this parameter same, this main is same. So same signature is not allowed. See, error. Okay, here we are getting lot of errors because same parameters, so same type of function cannot define. Similarly, I have defined here integer a, no problem. But if I will define one more method with the same style, static void main of int k, then definitely there is a error. Println k. Okay. For this there is a error. Why this is error? Because this main, this int a and int k is both same. So cannot define already. This is int, this is int. If I will make it a float, sure, no change. It is completely different from that float. So we can execute that. We can execute it successfully. So keep it in mind. In Java, you may write thousands of main functions, but it will consider the first string argument. You don't think that it is at first. You make it anywhere. You keep it anywhere. No problem. You should not be confused. These are the different type of method. Now coming to the more concept of method. Why? What are the importance of method or a function? Every method and function, it's a specific prototype. Like SS specify. First we are writing public, private, protected, SS specify. Then return type. Then function name. Then if parameter any. If parameter any. This is only the statement. And a optional return statement is there. Return with the value. Okay. Optional return statement. See more details about this function. Now this SS specifier, you all know there are three different type of SS specifier: public, private and protected. We can write here for public, private and protected. Now coming to the second part of the function, that is return type. The return type can be any of the data types. Any of the data types, not wrapper classes, data types. What are the data types? Byte, short, int, long, float, double, character, boolean, string, and one more is void. One more is void. And one more is also object. If all these possible, why not an object can possible? A function can also return an object. So these all values will return instead of void. To keep a focus on void. If the function type return type is void, if the function return type is void, then we no need to write the return statement here. Apart from the void, if you write any other data types, there must be a return type that is called as a function. So one difference between the method and function, the method having void return type and function having these all other return types instead of void. Void को छाड़िले आउ जहाँ सब डाटा टाइप तमे पढ़िଛ बाइट, शॉर्ट, int, long, float, double, character, boolean, string and object. These all return type you can write here. Not at a time one by one. तुम कोई सर सब जगह लिखले हबो? No, we will write one. Let's say public int find. The function name is the name of identifier like casual name. It have also certain rules like it must not be start with any special characters like underscore and dollar sign is allowed. Underscore dollar sign is allowed. No space is allowed. No specific symbols is allowed. Not allowed any specific symbol. It must not be a keyword. We have already read in variable. Variable declare kala bele jaha rules padhile same rule will be applied for the function also. And the parameter is number of a value that you want to pass. This is most important. The parameter is also all these data types. All these data types except void. Void को छाड़ी. Void को छाड़ी की ये सब गुड़ी को data type हमें parameter वाले pass करते हैं. We can pass all these type of value as a parameter for doing different type of operation in this method or function. So what is the major difference between method and function? Function having all the primitive data types, but method having only void. Okay, so there are 4 different way we can write this function. 4 different way. See how the 4 different way we can write. Let us do this. Number one, a function can return value and take parameter. A function can return value and take a parameter. Number one. Number two, first a function can return value and take parameter. Okay. For example, we can write public. For example, we can write public void. Okay. Find, not void. Return value means let's say int. Find parameter int a comma int b. Yes, this is a one method function signature. This is a one function signature. Now coming to the second type. A function can return value but does not take any parameter. Function does not take any parameter but can return value like you can write public float find no parameters, right? This is another model for defining function. This is another model for defining function, right? Now coming to the third type 3. Now coming to the third type. A function does not return any value but takes parameter. Like function does not return any value means it is a public or a private or a protected according to your choice. Private void does not return any value void take parameter find int x comma string y comma float n like this number of parameters. Number 4 model and the last model is the function a function does not return any value and does not take any parameter, like private, void, find, only, open and full bracket. These are the 4 different models of writing function. One is a function can return value, also take parameter. Number 2, a function can return value, does not take any parameter. Number 3, it does not return any value, takes a parameter. In last case, does not take any parameter as well as does not. These are the 4 different models of defining function, right? I hope that you all are getting idea about declaring the function. So in next class tomorrow we will continue from this point. I hope that you all are able to understand a little bit concept. Okay, no matter. If you have any doubt, please do not feel any difficulty to ask. I hope that you must will ask me some question if you are facing any type of problem. Thank you all for joining.